All right, we're at a really good batting average right now. Dream Warriors, 31 Days of Dread, day 19. We're just putting numbers out there. We're talking about 1922 and Netflix and their horror movie rollout, which is fantastic. You gotta watch all of these movies. We're gonna go over the movies. We're gonna talk about this one, 1922, based on a Stephen King story. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so obviously I'm just excited because I love seeing like a studio just do its work that lets its creators and the people behind the movies and the people in front of the camera just do their thing. And we've seen this only a few times in Hollywood history. Just recently, we're seeing it with the Marvel movies. I think we're going to see it with Star Wars. And I know both of those are Disney, but they're different cultures within that company. And, we definitely saw it for Pixar for a while. We saw it with DreamWorks, with the earlier animated movies, which I really thought they were going to overtake Pixar at one point, the Shrek movies, so on and so forth. And, yeah, we're seeing it now with Netflix because oh my god, this movie is so freaking good. It's incredible. But we also have Gerald's Game. Okay, we have Babysitter. This all kicked off with Death Note, which was I think it's already overlooked. You gotta watch Death Note. Death Note kicked butt. And what else am I missing? Little Evil and this. So that's like 5 movies. When was the last time a studio rolled out 5 like mid-budgeted movies that were fantastic, one after the other, different styles, different like combinations of storytelling, different like different nuance within every single layer. Am I talking in platitudes? Am I platitude man right now? I am, but Gerald's Game, that's got to be a Best Actress nomination, and I think we have a nomination here for Thomas Jane, the Punisher, who, if you don't know him, he's in this one movie called Stander, which is based on a true story of this South American corrupted cop, South African, excuse me. And he's so good in that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of his. And he was also in the HBO TV series Hung, which I love. And that was like the last time I was really actively watching television, because it was Hung and made in America. And both of those shows, I think, were done at the same year. Might have been like at the 3 season mark. Both of those shows could have just kept on chugging along. Just really cool concepts and talent around those shows. But yeah, sorry, still battling a cough here. Yeah, we're talking 1922. The plot's simple. Horror movie conventions. We're talking about it. We like to go over the conventions. The conventions is husband and wife have a disagreement. The wife ends up dead. And what happens at that point is very interesting. I think people who struggle are going to compare some of this to David Lean, and his directing. Like the broad landscapes, sunsets, silhouettes, that sort of thing. Lawrence of Arabia. Steven Spielberg. When Spielberg made Empire of the Sun, it was like a love letter to David Lean. And definitely that movie borrows some of the imagery, some of the intent of the shots. And yeah, how can a shot have intent? It does, because it invokes an emotional response. Blah, blah. Okay, so no, we're not talking David Lean and 1922. We're talking about the Terrence Malick. Okay, we're talking about Badlands. We're talking about Tender Mercies. We're talking about, oh my God, the thin red line, which there was a lot. I thought there was a lot of thin red line in this movie. Yeah. So we have that his kind of like pretty much modern. If you've seen like Tree of Life with Brad Pitt, the fractured storytelling that's in that with it's almost like old and new Terrence Malick with a narrative. But I don't know. So I'm sucking on a cough drop because I have to. I'm just coughing way too much. So excuse me if I'm coming off as a little slobbery right now. And I'm also rocking and rolling with Mountain Dew, energizing black cherry Kickstarter. I'm addicted to this one, but I need it. I'm running out here soon to have some drinks on a what day is it? Tuesday, Wednesday evening. I don't even know. Meeting up with someone for drinks. So, and I was dead tired watching 1922, but I got through it. And so this movie, wonderful across the board, all the pillars, music, sound, design, the blocking of the shots. It's just, it's green screen special effects are there, but whatever. They look fantastic. This movie sold the time, the era, the landscape, the struggle of 1922. And it's so funny watching this movie, and you're like, wow, dude, like they had nothing figured out. That's the sense you get, and you kind of do the math, and you're like, that wasn't too. Excuse me. I was like, that was not too long ago. It still was not too long ago. How far have we come? But yeah, so once Thomas Jane kills his wife, which we see in the trailers, we see this in the previews. Like I don't want to go into kind of what happens after that, but it is, geez, it's a little Bonnie and Clyde. It's a little bit of a cursed land. It's a examination of guilt, remorse, truth and reconciliation, acceptance, deliverance. There's so many words that roll through this movie, and again, it's from. I don't want to just give pure praise to Stephen King. Bone to pick with Mr. King, with Stephen King here. Okay, can we be done with the first person narration with people narrating and writing within Stephen King movies that happen to be our focus character? Can our characters, can our men and our women in these movies do something else other than be a writer? We get it, Stephen King. We get that you are a writer, but it's been decades now. I think you can write about other people doing other professions. I think you can. Like someone told me one time that any first person narration within a story, within especially prose and like they said it was cheap and bad writers do that. So there you go. But anyways, what do I really know? I don't really. Well, I guess I know enough to chug along with Dream Warriors 31 Days of Dread. Okay, let's talk director, because again we have Zach Hildrich, and okay, noted for the final hours 2013, Transmission 2012, and that's about it. He's got a few movies underneath his belt, but he's another talented guy. IMDb just gives him some directing credit. He's been in business for a while, but 12 writing credits. Let's see, he's 12 writing credits, and looks like, you know what though, he this guy's a good example. It looks like he was plugging away at shorts. He did a lot of short films, and it looks like he was able to do those long enough to keep himself in business and to kind of showcase some talent, capability statement. So bravo to him for just making a heck of a movie. I think Netflix is on a incredible run right now. I think the focus for entertainment. And look, I got home. I rushed home from the gym to watch this, and I treated it like a movie. So when people say, "Hey, it's not the same as going to the movies," I don't know. I came home. I turned off the lights. Which is kind of put me a little bit in a sleep triggered sleep there. But no, I watched this movie as if it was a real movie, and I was in the theater by myself, and it totally pulled me in. I think the use of horror imagery in this horror like ideas, it's so well done. There's this one point, like amazing scene where the dead wife whispers into the ear of Thomas Jane, and like it's such like it's so cool the way they told this other story while this scene was happening. And again, I really don't want to spoil it. Part of me doing Dream Warriors is saying, F it, just do whatever the hell you want. Talk about it. Me, I feel like I got to do a follow up to this separately and do more of an analysis. But yeah, I'm really big thumbs up, really big recommendation for this. Thomas Jane completely melts into into this role. You don't think of him as an actor. You think of him as is, and it's Academy Award level stuff. So for $10 a month, like this is what you get. This is what you get when you develop a product that people just want and they need, and it becomes a part of their lives. You like any accolades, any excuse me, any wealth, anything that comes from this windfall from the mountaintop is well earned, and it should be heralded. It should be understood and preached. But yeah, look, it's a shorter episode. Okay, day 19 is a short one. That's what she said. We're done here. Go watch 1922 and blow me up. Blow me up on the Twitter, aka Pad, Instagram, aka Pad13, Snapchat, aka Pad. Blow me up on Instagram stories, because you guys can always see what I'm doing there. Like that's almost like a day by day thing. But yeah, find me on social media. Facebook, Peter A. DeLuca, Facebook, aka Pad. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I don't know. If you don't think this movie's awesome, I don't know what else we can talk about. We can't be friends. But look, signing off. We're gonna hit that exit music just about now.